Please like, subscribe, and be sure to click that bell button for regular and exciting indie film content and your chance to be the first to engage with the Liftoff Global Network of Film Festivals as we embark on launching the careers of the filmmakers of tomorrow.
Hello everyone and welcome to today's stream. Today we are looking at the winners of the Toronto Liftoff Film Festival and also looking at the second week and how the competition has been gearing up for the New York Liftoff Film Festival. We are going to start with Toronto. I'm just going to go back a slide. There we go. We are going to start with the Toronto Liftoff Film Festival, and it's been an amazing month, if not 5 weeks, where the films have been in competition from our audience round first, which was the initial 4 weeks, then to the network round. And we had lots of people watching the film in the network round and leaving comments. These will be passed on to filmmakers, so just message in if you wish to receive your feedback. So the votes have all been counted by the jury, and there has been a few battles among the jury members to come to the conclusion of the winners, and I am going to announce that information here now. If you are watching live and you feel like you want to jump in the chat room, do say hello, tell us who you are, what your film is, or what film you were supporting. So first, I'm just going to share my screen and tell you a little bit more about how you can find all of the information for the winners. So here you go. So all of the information about the winners can be found on the Liftoff website. All you need to do is head over to film festivals, go down to Toronto, and then you'll be able to find the winners of the festival on there now. So I'm going to try and do this one by one, and we're going to start with the overall winners of the festival. So these are the films that won in their categories and have also been shortlisted for a season awards. Okay, here we go. So festival winners. The first film, I'm going to have to show two. The first couple of films I'm going to show you is Her Ordinary World, and this is directed by Samuel Demamai, and this has been shortlisted for Best Short Documentary, and it also received Best Documentary for the festival as well. So really well done to Samuel with this fantastic short film about motherhood and raising young children, and also it was beautifully shot on 16mm film, which is quite rare for a documentary. The next film, as you can see on screen, is The Sky is Falling, and this is directed by Stefan Stellman. This is a fantastic first-time filmmaker, so really well done on this wonderful project. It has picked up the Best Short from the Toronto Festival, and it has also been shortlisted for Best Screenwriting and also Best First Time Filmmaker. Really well done to Stefan. The next film is The Philosopher of the Sea, and this is a fantastic Swedish heartfelt documentary directed by Andreas Einhagen, about a sailor. It is such a fun documentary and really well done on the filmmaker and the production value of this documentary. It has won Best Feature Documentary for the Toronto Festival, and it also has been shortlisted for a season award in the same category, Best Feature Documentary. So they are our overall winners. So the next we're going to look at shortlisted films. So these are films that have been shortlisted for a season award. So the first film, as you can see here, is Uprooted, and the second film is Endurance. Uprooted is directed by Ghana Youssef. This is a film from the Lebanon. It has been shortlisted for Best Cinematography. This is a really strong storytelling through movement, and it has quite a hard punchline. So really well done to the filmmaker, and stunning visuals along with this. I want to say quite simple, but it is very you're in it. You're in it, and you are supporting the filmmaker and the actor at the same time. The next film is Endurance, and this is directed by Emir van Opsel, and this is a film from the Netherlands. Again, a movement film. It's so fun for us to have two films that have been shortlisted that are movement dance-based. This film is probably one of the best dance films I've ever seen. The emotions on all of the cast is just fantastic, and therefore it has been shortlisted for Best Acting Ensemble. Really well done to all of the filmmakers that have either won or have been shortlisted for a season award. The next prize is our Audience Choice, and this is the first time we are awarding 5 films the Audience Choice Award, and the first 2, which you can see here, are female, why not just filmmaker, And Pret a Poppy. So Female Why Not Just Filmmaker by Isabel Presnell is a fantastic documentary which everyone should watch. Pret a Poppy is directed by Zoe Nelson. A fantastic film, so I look forward to inviting you onto our YouTube channel where you will have the opportunity to talk about your film and answer any questions that your audience members may have. The next two film which will also be joined on that stream is Ginny's Enterprise, and this is directed by Susan Moreau. And then we also have We're All in This Together by Mitch Virginin. So they are two fantastic films there. And the final film that we are invited onto this stream will be Wayne's Misery, and it is directed by Michael G. So there you have it. They are all of our winners and special mentions and also audience choice from the Toronto Liftoff Film Festival. Really well done to everyone involved, and like I said, it's been a fantastic festival and it's been really, really fun to follow along with all of the films. We have a filmmaker here. Hi, Sheil. Thank you for joining. Thank you for having us, and everyone was amazing. Cheers. Well, thank you so much for joining, and it's been, like I said, a really, really fun festival. All winners, special mentions, and shortlisted filmmakers, along with the audience choice filmmakers, will be emailed this week to set up that YouTube stream, and also with your laurels as well. Okay, so we're going to move on. We're going to look at the New York Liftoff Film Festival. Isabel is here. Thank you for having me at this year's Toronto Liftoff Film Festival. Isabel, I will be reaching out to you very shortly with a date for the YouTube stream, and I look forward to finding out more about your project. So, the New York Liftoff Film Festival. So it has been running from the 3rd of July, and it is going to be running up until the 31st of July. So we're now solidly into week 2. So the first poster I'm going to show you is what to expect over the festival month. So we've had our focus groups. Thank you so much to the screenwriters involved in that, and also the filmmakers who took part. The films for the filmmakers and part of the focus group is to then go and watch each other's films and leave feedback. That is now live, and it will be open until the 31st of July as well. Up next, we have our online networking, which is taking place this Thursday on the 20th of July. Applications do close tomorrow, so you have one more day to get your applications in, and an email reminder was sent out this morning for that. Please do apply and upload your film accordingly, and we will be in touch if you have been successful for that event. And then we head into the network round around the 3rd of August. And then the winners will be announced around the 14th of August, which is perfect. We have a little bit of time left to enjoy the New York Festival. We are going to take a look at the local filmmakers first. So it has drastically changed. In fact, all of the pages and programs have drastically changed over the week since last sitting here doing the roundup. So I just want to say it is so fun to see so many people engaging with the festivals. We're currently on 99 votes for the New York local filmmakers, which is fantastic. We have an audience of around 120, which means that there are still a lot of votes to come in. The film that is in first place has shot through. It is on 17 votes. It is called A Place for Ashes. And this is directed by filmmaker Brianne Nira and Melissa Ingel from the USA. Like I said, it wasn't announced last week, and now it's on 17 votes, so really well done, girls. Let's see if you can hold on to that position in the coming weeks. A Place for Ashes is a story about two sisters, Phoebe, an anxiety-ridden college dropout with a guarded personality, and her younger sister Taylor, a bubbly micromanager with a sunny disposition. The two of them discover how they can rebuild their relationship and why it fell apart in the first place. Up next, we have another new film called Cut. This is on 9 votes. It is another film from the USA. It's part of the local filmmaker showcase, and it is directed by Federico Napoleon. George Harrington, a exuberant fintech entrepreneur, runs online courses that promises success and wealth to its subscribers. However, behind a magnetic screen appeal, George is a high-profile scammer and deceiver, using his course to defraud the public instead of enriching them. Ooh. The next film that we have is also on 9 votes, so it's tied in second place, and that is Two City Lesbians. This was in the run-up last week, and this is directed by Biliana Grosvenor from the USA. And this is a comedy, drama, short road trip movie about a lesbian couple that leave New York City for an artistic residency in Arkansas. Okay, so we're going to move on. We're going to start looking at the judges' select shorts. So the program again has had 92 votes. It has literally shot up from last week, and we have an audience of around 100. So the votes are almost lining up. So if you've got a ticket and you still need to vote, please make sure you do so before the festival comes to an end. At the end of this stream, I'll show you how best to vote. So the first film, again, another film that has risen to the top on 19 votes, is Boomer. And this is directed by Nicholas Wolf from the USA. A young man, Charlie, has made a hobby of being a boom mic operator and strives to be the greatest. However, his hobby turns out to be a passionate obsession. This is a comedy, and our jury absolutely loved this. So it's really fun to see that the audience are also enjoying watching this film. Up next, we have A Degree of Uncertainty. It's on 14 votes so far. This is a documentary. It is directed by American filmmaker Alonso Alighiera. There we go. So we are going to move on now to the Trendsetters shorts. Again, I am loving all the engagement on this program. We have an audience of 130 with votes of 121 in so far. So you can do the maths on how many votes still need to come in. But the first film, which was in the lead last week and still is in the lead but has jumped in votes, is a film by Douglas Corcoran. And this is from the USA. It is Midwest Ice Age. A Midwest man faces challenges as he realizes his dream of creating an ice carving company that produces spectacular art while helping to bring communities closer together. Well done for holding on to pole position and getting so many more votes. The next film is a new film in the runnings. It is directed again by a US filmmaker called Stefan Macklin. This film is on 23 votes and it is On with Stefan. On with Stefan follows the antics and adventures of the production crew of a hit new talk show, On with Stefan. Alright, so the next program we're going to look at is the features program. We've had 15 votes in so far and we have got an audience of around 20. The first film I'm about to mention is new into this competition, but if you paid attention, you may have saw that it just picked up the Audience Choice Award for the Toronto Festival. So well done to Michael G. With Wayne's Misery. That is, again, taking a lead in the New York Festival. When two people from New Jersey meet by coincidence in a small town in Iceland, their stories intertwine and turn to crime. When a 10-year-old boy is forced to face his own demons with his psychopathic friend Simon, pushes him to commit worse and worse crimes as he slowly begins to lose his sanity. Wayne's father, a police officer, begins to investigate the crimes, leading him to his first crime series where he met a boy who, even a decade later, still warms his cold soul. So there we have it. The next two films are tied on 3 votes. The first one is Reach, and this is directed by Marcus Fleming from the UK. It is a drama comedy feature. Mark is pushed to the limits when he hires a relentless personal trainer to get him in shape in pursuit of his dream woman. The inspiration behind this film is Whiplash meets 500 Days of Summer. So if you like those films, go and check out Reach. The final film is a film from Japan. It is called Sanpagnita. This is on 3 votes. It is directed by Rikaya Monaro from Japan, as mentioned. The movie Sanpagnita is a love story based on a true story. Emily is from the Philippines, and ever since she was young, she had admired Japanese culture and fashion. She got her visa and went to Japan to become a model, and at the same time she works part-time in a pub. She spends her days auditioning and taking lessons. Her earnings from the part-time job are sent back to support her family and grandmother. So there we have it. That is the roundup for this week. Thank you to everyone who joined us, and I hope that you will be back here next Monday for the next roundup. As I mentioned, on Thursday we have the online networking for the New York filmmakers, so do make sure that you apply for that. The deadline's closed tomorrow, the deadline is tomorrow for that, so do make sure that you apply before then. An email reminder was sent this morning. And well done to all of our Toronto filmmakers, and especially our winners of the Toronto Festival. Really, really well done. Have a lovely rest of your week. Bye-bye. Really, really well done.